Alright, today I'm going to show you what it's like with an amp. This is the amp I use. It's like a practice amp. I have better amps, but this is what I use to practice, and it's a good way to teach someone. It's very easy to control. See? Now, let's do a little sound test. Just do this. Sorry. Let me just do that. Now, you're not going to see me play because that's not important. So this is what the amp sounds like. My tone is all the way on treble, so it's all the way up. Now this is what it sounds like. I'll use only one riff. Like that. Now you're probably gonna have to remember the EQ. Like that. So can you please remember that for me? Please remember all that, because I'm only going to show you once. Right, now, high is basically what treble is. So, high is basically treble. Now let's see what happens when I treble it up. It sounds really twangy. It sounds almost guitar-like. So if you wanna have a really vibrant and bright sound, just cut out everything and just keep it high. It sounds mean on slap. The only problem with this is that your bass wouldn't really be a bass. It'll literally just be a lower tuned guitar. Now let's see what high mids do, which is basically just mids. High mid. So mid is just mid-range. That's definitely that tune. It just stands for mid-range, which basically means you can cut through the guitars and the bass, because the bass kick on a drum is really low, and the frequencies on the guitar is really high, which is why most bass players really like mids. So if you add highs with mids, it was the treble will sound a lot more gritty. Like that. Now this is what low mids do. Low mids just makes everything rumble. It gives it attack. Like that. It gives it more of an attack. It gives kind of a buzzing sound, which is most low mids is basically what mainly distortion uses, because people don't realize to have a good sound when it comes to distortion, you're actually not meant to have a lot of drive. You're actually meant to have a lot of mids, quite a bit of bass. Now let's see what lows do. Low is just bass. It gives it that frequency, and it just sounds like a bass. No, just sounds bass. It sounds clean. It sounds nice. That's all good, but to me, a lot of bass players use low, and you don't really stand out. Now I'm going to teach you how to get my tone. It's pretty easy. Oops, sorry. Right, zoom in. Zoom in a little bit better. Come on. Come on. You know what, that will do. There we go, perfect. Now, for my tone, you're going to want a lot of high. Just about there. Quite a lot of mids. About up to there. A tiny bit of low mids to give it that grumble. And quite a bit of bass. And this is what you get. So I can be really bassy while still having those high mids. I mean, just high treble. Like that. And because basically what the high is doing is giving me that twangy sound, which is nice. It sounds good on a bass. So the mids are giving it attack. The low mids are giving it more attack, and the low is giving it that bass sound. So now it's fucking flawless. That is a flawless tone. Of course, with different bass heads or bass amps, there's going to be a different like EQ equalization or an EQ. You might find one with like loads of dials, and it says HZ. That is basically just the frequency. So let's just put that all to normal. Let's put that all to normal, because you'll see ones where it's just like dial tones, and you can like go up and down, and which is it's basically just these. Sorry, you probably can't read that. So highs would be like right there, and with most like bass things, your tone will probably look like a smiley face, because you have a lot of highs and a lot of mids, but you cut out quite a bit of the low mids and keep a lot of low, so it kind of curves like that. Guitarists usually are like the other way, they kind of go like that, and drummers, I don't fucking know, that. Singers, they probably don't even know what EQ is, and this does this, and I've just teach, and this ends the lessons. That was easy.